Hi, and welcome to Doga. I'm Suzi, and this is Arden, and we're here to share our love of yoga and dogs with you. Come on. Today I'm using just Arden. So, take a deep breath. Come to a nice, easy seated position. You could sit in just an Indian style, or a full lotus, or you're sitting on your couch. That's great too. However you want to sit, just come comfortable. Open up your heart center here and have your spine nice and straight. Start to massage your dog. Start to connect with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We use a little lavender oil in our Doga experiences all the time. And I'll take a little bit of doTERRA. It's an organic oil. We put a little bit on her third eye and my third eye to help us center in, help us be more in the present moment. We learn a lot from dogs. Dogs are naturally content and naturally able to just be happy all the time. If only we all could too. So dogs are our teachers as much as we are theirs. We'll start by oming. Deep inhale through the nose. Nice. So we always start our practice with oming. It's a way of uniting ourselves together and uniting with the universe. It's a sound that we make and dogs make. So eventually maybe your dogs will om with you. So moving into a wide open leg position for yourself. The dog, if you could get them to lie down, nice, maybe roll over on their backs. Good job. And we'll start a little reflexology, little massaging on the paws. And our chakra massage. Okay, where we start massaging in the third eye point and into the head, the crown chakra, and around to the jaw. And all the while we're inhaling, we're exhaling, we're inhaling, we're exhaling. Nice. And as the dog gets more relaxed, you add more poses. Good job, Arden. Little massage and stretch. Nice. So I'm switching for my other leg, and we'll bring Arden over to the side. And back leg stretch. Good job, Arden. Nice rubbing. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. So I'm getting a stretch, and she's getting a stretch. Nice. Good. And I'm moving around. So for the person now, so Doga is a partner yoga class. It's for both you and your dog. So you do some poses, they do some poses. Hopefully you can do them all together. So Arden's up. So I'll reach under and get a nice good hold here. I could do just one leg and get a nice stretch out of the hip, okay? Or for Arden, she's better with two legs. Inhaling, lifting up. Good, I get a nice shoulder roll here. Good job, Arden. You love that. And then I inhale and I come forward, get really nice and strong under there and align them with your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good girl, Arden. Nice. And she comes forward and I can fold forward. Nice stretch here for me. A lot of loving, a lot of praise. Good girl. Okay, so for the dog, you know, they move around. You can get, if you didn't finish up on a leg before, you can get it later on. Okay, so moving in for a more of a person pose here. I'm going to come into a downward dog for me. You can come from child's pose or hands and knees and then press back into a downward dog, and hopefully your pup comes and joins you underneath you. So much of Doga is about just bonding and being together, making Life just good and happy. That's what yoga is really here for, to make your body feel good, make your mind relax. We want to relax all of that. We want to stay in the present moment and be in a peaceful place. So Arden's here. Oh, good stretch out. There's a pose for me and a pose for her. I come into a forward bend and add a nice deep stretch for her. Good job. And relax and switch and inhale and lift up. Good job, Arden. And relax down and back to me. Ah, so glad you're with us, Arden. You're so sweet. So every time we do our yoga practice, we dedicate to Coley, my first dog and the creator of Doga. That's Curly in the background. She is giving us a little bit of music today. A little woo-hoo-hoo. So you take your dog here. You can sit up on your toes. If you have a smaller dog, you can hold them in your arms, using them for a little twist here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're just staying down. We're not coming to stand right now. Now look, if you have a bigger dog, you know you're not going to be lifting them, but you could have your hands on them right here. You could do one leg moves instead of two leg moves. You do all the stuff where the dog can lie on their back and stretch out both legs if you can do that. It's a modification for every person and for every dog. And Arden comes back down to the ground and I rest down. Child's pose, sometimes called puppy pose, nice, and Arden relaxes. Good job. So we'll turn around. I'll take a forward bend over here near Arden, and maybe I can get her up here on my legs. Nice humming sound. And then we'll take Arden up and use her for a little boat pose here, where you're balancing and you can keep your feet on the ground, or you can sit back and let them pop up off the ground wherever you are in your practice. And you can release your hands, or you can stay with your dog. And then you can come back down to your feet and melt down. And then you can come back again, up onto your legs, balancing them. You could put your dog up here on your legs if it's smaller. If it's a bigger dog, the dog could be here in between your legs, and you just melt down over them here, okay? And then as you come up to do your boat pose, put your legs over them, or use your feet to give them a little massage. Nothing like a little foot massage. Good job, Arden. So that's a nice little series to move from up here to down. Okay, and you could do that with a small or big dog. So just modify for what's good for you. Okay. And Arden gets her nice massage through the back, and you can get into the tail. Massage their tails. Arden doesn't love it so much. She has a little crickety tail she was born with. But massaging into tails are really nice for dogs, and then also massaging into the ears. So you can come into a one leg here for a forward stretch for yourself. Give them a little bit of an ear massage. Good job, Arden. I switch my legs. Little roll. Little down the back. Nice. And then for the person, one more time, switch over hands and knees, press back. You can take a leg lift, bend and twist it open. Let the dogs rest for a moment. Other leg up, drop it over. And then releasing and coming back down. And then you can repeat any of the moves that we just did. There are so many different yoga poses, and a lot of them we'll do while you're actually touching the dog, and then a lot of them we'll do just a little bit separate, but just being together on the mat is really the whole point of Doga. It started with Coley just getting on my mat, and I started to put him into poses. So Let's come to a seated position. And if you can come into a full lotus and shake your arms out. Back to your breath. Nice and Arden, roll over, good girl. A little double leg stretch. Good, nice. And a little massage into the double leg stretch. Good. And other leg. You might not get that one right now. Really, you should do your Doga practice like a little bit in the morning and a little bit later and a little bit in the evening, you know, as well as come into class. But the more that you can do on your own, the better. Okay, so let's read a little bit today from Guardians of Being, Spiritual Teachings from Our Dogs and Cats by Eckhart Tolle. He's my favorite spiritual teacher, and really wish that we could do something together, me and Eckhart, his love of dogs, and he gets them like we get them, you know, what the whole point of Doga is that you're learning from your dog to be more like them, to be more present, to be more in the now, and that's what Eckhart talks about so much, and this is what one of he writes. The dog is still in the natural state, and you can easily see that because you have problems and your dog doesn't. And while your happy moments may be rare, your dog celebrates life continuously. Earl, it is so nice to get away from it all. I guess. I don't have that much of at all to get away from. So the dog is still in the natural state. And you can easily see that because you have problems and your dog doesn't. So that's what yoga is here to teach us. With or without our dog, we're trying to learn to be able to just be still and calm and peaceful like the Buddha. Okay, like many spiritual masters are teaching us about this stillness, but yet in yoga we're still moving, and that's fine. We're doing poses. We're still more on the inside. And Eckhart talks about being still of the mind. So we'll come down onto our back for our final pose, Shavasana. Coming into a relaxation. And if you could come to lie flat, you could have your dog on you, or your dog could be beside you, or you could curl up with them. Let out a few. And you can have a moment of gazing into your dog's eyes. And if you could just close your eyes and relax. Let your conscious breath, the breath that we were just working on where we were consciously inhaling and exhaling, now just relax back to just breath we don't consciously think about. Create a mantra in your mind like, may I be more like my dog, may I be more like my dog, may I be more like my dog. And repeat it over and over and over in your head and all day. So you could stay here with your dog for the next 5 to 10, 20 minutes. Finding a deep meditation and relaxation. Well, we're going to go ahead and make our way up to a seated position. On our way, we'll do an Om while we're nice and attached here. Om. Letting them feel the vibration coming out of you. It's hard for people to take time to just stop and be still, do yoga and meditate, and breathe and stretch and relax. So a lot of times people will do it with their dog, and that's the greatest thing about Doga is that we can take our dog with us, because sometimes we want to just be with our pet, and this is the place to be with them at. We'll slowly roll over. Take your time coming up to a seated position. And hands into prayer. And we all say, Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us again. I'm Suzi, and this is Arden, and we'll see you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Wolf Driver. Go to dogadog.com for more information about me and my DVDs. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.